I don't trust any of you. If the guy at the back isn't the real Rabbid Luigi, the one in the middle isn't the real Peach, could be the real Rabbid Peach. Is there an equivalent? I'm not sure. That means the one at the front might not be the real Mario. You ever thought about that? You ever thought that actually we're controlling characters who are fake? It's an interesting thought. One that, you know, probably you shouldn't be thinking too much or putting too much thought into, but hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. My name is Rabbid Luigi. In the last episode we went through a couple of tutorials which kind of explain how all the battling works, and that's kind of important because there's a lot of battling in this game. But I kind of already know how most of this game works, so I kind of don't really care for the tutorial. It's fine. If anything, it just sort of explains that there's various parts which it's some building blocks here, which you have to think about. Literally, we found some blocks and we can't do anything about them. Beepo has not got the grab ability, which is a little weird. I think Mario has pushed a block or two in his time, so even he could help out. Also, a slightly strange thing while I'm thinking about it, it feels weird to be controlling the Roomba rather than Mario at the front of the queue. I know why it's like that, but it still feels weird and unusual. As weird as unusual as it can be. Oh, you want a Toad voice, do you? You insatiable bastards.
Mario! Thank goodness you're here! Yours is the first friendly face I've seen since the Mushroom Kingdom turned into this mess!
What have I done to my audio peaks? It's pretty bad.
Your timing couldn't be more perfect! I can't help.
I can't find Toadhead. It's really bad. All thanks to the changes caused by these odd pipes our rabbit friends brought through with them into your world. It's fine.
You guys seem to know what you're doing, sort of. Could you help me find her, please?
Can't do a Toad voice. Okay, but you're gonna see firsthand how big of a pain these pipes are. They're not really that bad. I appreciate that there's some transparency to them. A little bit like Super Mario 3D World, I think, actually made them out of glass. So it wasn't just, oh, you go in here, you come out here. You can actually see where you go. It's like a park ride. Although for some reason we're like curled up into a ball. Is that voluntarily, or are we sort of squished into that shape or something? Also, Toad is still with us. It implies he's going to help us, but I know for a fact it doesn't do any help. It doesn't help us in any way. Oh, excuse me. Any way, shape, or form. Anyway, into the blue cannons. The blue cannons are interesting and common. Oh, excuse me. I've had the medicine off screen. Hopefully my throat is a little bit better than what it was at the end of the last episode, because I think what the problem is, my throat isn't adverse to talking, it's doing a lot of talking, which might cause the problems. And the blue coins are easy, and I get a golden chest, and I need to cough again, but I'm gonna go through it, gonna fight through it, okay. Oh yeah, one of them. They all look exactly the same as a reward, but it tells you in the bottom left, it's a turbine, it's a Rabbid Luigi weapon. I have always wanted a weapon. Somebody's given me one. They're too kind. The game's only briefly mentioned that he's called Rabbid Luigi. It's fine. It's not quite to the point of existential crisis yet, although have I got over that yet? That's a fine question. Thank you for asking. I don't think I have, because now my name is mildly meaningless in the grand scheme of things, because it's always going to be related back to this game instead of anything I do from here on out. That's concerning, but I could still use that for a while to maybe push my own agendas, free Tibet and all that shit. Hello, what's going on? You want a female Toad voice? I can't do that.
Toadhead, I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, I'm fine. Ooh, who I'm really worried about is Princess Peach. Mario, can you go back to Peach's castle and make sure everything's all right?
Please stop. Certainly not. We need to find the emoji before. Why does the Roomba have text message capabilities? Many questions. I don't really know. Congratulations on getting this far. A wise man once said, if I have 3 hours to chop a tree, I will spend 2 of them sharpening my axe. Philosophy lessons in a kind of Mario game. Philosophy. I urge you now to return to Princess Krutzel and do just that. Prepare yourself for the fight to come. That's fine. Well, that's all well and good, but how? You got a way to get there. You may be wondering how. In the time you took to read this email, I've updated your operating system. It now includes a new GPS warp mechanism I called Sploying. It's a funny name. The name is a work in progress. Anyway, or anyhow, simply activate it and you and your friends will return to Princess Peach's castle immediately. Princess Peach's castle immediately. Signed, your biggest fan. Something like that. I don't really know. Well, that's amazing if true. I suppose I should give it a... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Is he, is he omnipresent? Omniscient? I can't say that word. I can't do that word with my throat being in the situation it is, but is he just all around us? He's not a fan, he's like a deity. It's very confusing. Anyway, why don't we start here? How can we just randomly go to Princess Peach's castle? Where did we go, by the way? Is this just a void where these two kingdoms have mashed together and we're just kind of chilling out here? That might be what happened. Mario, thank heavens you're alright. It's so good to see you. You've probably not noticed this. You probably noticed this, but the Mushroom Kingdom's been torn apart. You have to do something, Mario, like you always do. You lackey. You work-like man. Oh, who are your friends? This thing. Allow me, your highness. This strange thing. I am Beepo, a autonomously intelligent scientific research and operational system. That's not even like it's not even like an acronym or something. It's just Beepo. I see. And this fucking piece of shit. Oh, we call this one Rabbid Luigi. Do you now? Is that what you call it? Why did you call it? You could have named it anything. You could have named it anything at all, and I'd have my life back. But no, it has to be about you, doesn't it? I'm watching you. And this is Rabbid Peach. I don't give a fuck about Rabbid Peach. She's taking a okay. She's taking her cosplay a bit too seriously, I'm afraid. Is it violent? Is there a ruckus? Might be a ruckus on hand. So what's wrong with the dress? The fact that Rabbid Peach doesn't wear a dress and wears the top bit but not the dress? I don't know. What's Rabbid Luigi's scene? I don't know. Something over there. Construction workers? Why are they construction workers? I'm very confused. Yes, their friends are also quite spirited, as you can see. It's not the word I would have used. It appears as if the Rabbids we freed from the Megabug's control have ended up here, and no worse for wear either. It seems like a serious problem. Also, Peach saying things like, wow, it's been annoying. Rabbid Luigi clapping. Very much not annoying. That's right, they keep popping in just like you did. Why are they still popping in? Is it coming from the void? Is there, like, logic to this game? I'd be surprised. Be genuinely surprised. Why are there ones with tartan hats? I'm so confused. Oh yes, they've been quite busy. I suggest you take a look at what they've built if you have a chance. They've built some interesting things. Some of them are more useful than others. That's kind of important, I think. I believe there's something called a Battle HQ. You know the name of it. Did they tell you that name? Did you make that name? I'm not sure. And then there's the museum. They love to collect souvenirs from the Mushroom Kingdom. So this is the Mushroom Kingdom. Why do we go for a warp then? We go through a warp, messed up, and then we come back down. I'm very confused. Let us see for ourselves what your rabbit cousins have been up to. Are they cousins? Are they just the same species? Just call them cousins. Anyway, we can actually look at that from a menu, but the Battle HQ, which can be accessed by a menu. Team selection. Fun fact, Mario can never be dropped from a team. I'm pretty sure he can't be dropped from a team. I don't know why I have to keep selecting every time, but that's fine. We can also buy some weapons. I forget what are some really good weapons. We can't get a secondary at the moment, because the game hates me, but that's... You know, maybe the game secretly loves me. Won't be surprised. Secondary effects. Secondary effects are good. Honey is a sticky thing. Bounce. I forget what bounce does, but push is quite good. And then fire. Fire is actually really annoying, so I'm not gonna have fire at the moment. I'm gonna get push, which is mildly helpful for. I think that's what. Push and bounce, I think, are almost the same thing, but that's not. You know, well, I'm sure there's a difference. We'll find the difference if we actually go to a thing. Anyway. The laboratory, the laboratory, okay. This is where all the collectible things are. Many collectible things, 3D models. I had to cough again. I mean, hopefully it hasn't changed your viewing experience much, other than the fact that I have to pause occasionally to, you know, excavate my lungs or something. Also, what's 2? It's 2 Rabbid Luigi, and we didn't find it. I feel bad. The cards, I think, don't actually do anything, but obviously these just playthings, which is fun. But that's fine. What else is there? Oh, we've seen everything we need to, that's fine. Aha, look over there. We've a path of coins and a cannon. How interesting. These clever rabbits have outfitted a cannon so that it can launch us back to the ancient gardens. This comes in handy as our mysterious helper gave me the power to warp to Princess Peach's castle. He is like a god. He can just reprogram you. You ever thought about that? Has he got access? I'm confused. And the cannons can send us back to the front. The ability to return to Princess Peach's castle at will has even been added to the pause menu. Seems fun. I kind of know who your biggest fan is, and I don't want to say anything other than that, but there's like a few hints of what it might be, and I'm not even going to say anything, because I went to Paris to play this game. Ubisoft invited me to Paris, and they basically spoiled the game for us in that session, which is okay. They wanted to do it to show off like the advanced gameplay aspects of this game, which also led into a very important story cutscene for some reason. I'm not really sure, but you know, I won't tell you. I won't tell you if you don't tell me. That's fine. It's a nice little sort of middle ground we've got to in this. Not that this game has been out for like a few weeks, but I know quite a lot about it. Of course I know a lot about it. Ubisoft came right along on this absolute train wreck of coincidences and, you know, accidental things. We need to go back that way because that's where the canon is. There is some optional non-linearity to a certain... It's already it is an overworld because the battles are their own thing, but the battles are ingrained into the overworld. It's not like an RPG where, you know, you're drawn out of the overworld to say, you must fight things in this special environment where fighting is done. It's just, you know, it's part of the package, I guess. I don't know. Where are we now? Still in the Ancient Gardens. It's a very large area, the Ancient Gardens, because there's like 10 chapters. We've done 2, I think. We did 2 in the last episode. Are we done any fighting yet? I can't remember. I've been just so enamored. We have not done any fighting yet. Here's our first bit of fighting in Chapter 3. Does it have a name? I didn't see the name. This level here, I've played maybe 4 or 5 times. I forget exactly what the best way of doing it is, but they're introducing new enemies with new incredible powers, who have the same powers as I do. They can jump, like a team jump, hopper, team jumping jerks. That seems a little offensive to them. I mean, they could be very kind. It could be very. They could give money to charity for what I know. Heck. Why are you saying heck in a Mario game? Heck, a new breed of hopping enemies. Team jump will prove invaluable here. Use it to gain the upper hand. Is it the upper hand though, or is it just doing what they can do, but doing it in such a way that, you know, it levels the playing field in a way? What's this? Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Our pseudonymous. Maybe. Sympathizer has sent me a system update. From now, before battle begins, you can choose whether to leap headlong into the heat of battle, or take time to carefully plan your strategy first, thanks to the new app called Tacticam. Try it. It's a lovely tactical view. Sadly, you can see this as like a separate thing during battle, but you can't sort of overlay it in like a Fire Emblem way. It's a little bit annoying. And also sometimes the buttons, like you press X to go into Tacticam, and you'd think like X would be to come out of it, but it's going to the Battle HQ or something. I don't really know. I'm a little confused. Who's the best hero to be our jumping platform? I would say Rabbid Luigi, actually, because he's not that strong. His dash is really good. My dash is really good. There's the push in action. That's what the push does. It's kind of like... I think bounce just sort of gives it more... I don't know what... I'm still not sure what bounce does. We'll get to that in a little bit, but... It does more damage, more importantly. All of the special... bonus effect will do more damage on hit, which is nice. It's also like ink. I forget what ink does in comparison to, say, honey, but we're not going to see ink for a little while. I think that's a later character's main... That's one of the weapons, is that, or something. Anyway, nothing left to do on this turn. We just fucking destroyed them in a couple of turns. Also, we can fast forward. I mentioned that. I don't like how the camera can only go in 4 different configurations during battle, but it can go in infinite configurations during... exploration. I don't know why that's a clever idea. It's an interesting design choice, maybe. I can go back here. I can just... It's the wonderful thing about the dash, because it is not infinite, but it lets you... Can I go back here? Can't I? Why doesn't it let me do that? I can do that. You think I can't do that? It gives you, like, infinite scope of choice. Let me just get to Peach for a second. Just one at a time. We do this. We go over here. It frees up that space. Big moves. Does feel quite nice in this game to, like... combo movement ideas together, like going through pipes and team jumps and dashes. You can't dash off of the back of a team jump. I don't think you can. I think you can do later if you get a bonus, or you get an upgrade or something. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but we have time to figure it out when we eventually get to the point where they start throwing us upgrades. Whenever the hell that happens, I can't really remember. Give me a high damage number, or maybe just hit the cover. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I can't really go anywhere. So it's fine. I'm in the video game. LOL. Now he's taking damage. Now you can't see, because camera's sometimes a dick about it. But other than that, yeah. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go, creatures. Bizarre creatures. Yeah, 50% cover. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 50% cover. How's it feel? Where you going? What are you gonna do? 50% cover? Yeah, okay. Maybe not 50%. I was optimistic, but otherwise incapacitated by my own hubris. But let's do it. Do it good. Sort of. I like to think that at this point I've got like a knowledge of how to play this game quite well. Potentially, I potentially have that knowledge, but it's using it in a live setting and not looking like you've never played this game before. Because I don't want to do that. Let's get behind him. Or maybe not behind him because he's got 90 health, which means I can't kill him in one shot. Maybe I'll just. I can't dash him either. That's also kind of annoying. Quite annoying, rather. Not kind of. I don't even do that. Just shoot the man. You get all sorts of fun bonuses later, and I'm having got to a point where I started using them in my own time playthrough. It's kind of annoying having to go back to this and like, okay, slow down and pick, play the game properly and normally and that sort of thing. Just bounce him. You didn't bounce him, Rabbid Luigi. So now you're gonna get hurt for it, or not bounce him, but push him. Mario's gonna get hurt. Luckily, these enemies at this stage don't do a lot of damage, so not actually that much of a problem yet. The night is still young. You're now very far away, which means I can't dash any of these. Oh, you tease, but I can go over here, which is fine. I think the range on it's not infinite, but the range on these attacks are virtually infinite to a point. There is like a drop-off point, but not quite yet. Let me shoot. Should have shot him with Rabbid. No, Mario. Normal standard fucking Mario guy. Let's just do this. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. This now seems very redundant to do a team jump to just do that. 50%, but I'm on the right side. Look at that. I'm on the right side. That was a bad shot. It's not going quite as well as I thought it would. Can I hit that guy? Out of the range. Get the fuck out of here. Going over here now. You've angered me too much. Rabbids Peach going for a ride. I'm not sure what dictates... Oh, my headphones fall off. I'm not sure what dictates that the game will make that action more cinematic. Not sure why it's randomly cinematic. Don't like the 50% cover. Feels like it's there just to mock me with potential success. Potential success. It's really annoying. I can't... Oh, I thought... for some reason I thought that was a team jump. It's not a team jump. I was wondering why I couldn't get some massive air and shoot this guy from behind here. Maybe we can just shoot him anyway. Take that. It's almost point blank range. You can't hit the cover from there. Don't do it. Didn't do it. It's fine. I'm not worried. It's quite dark now. It took me that long to eat medicine. It's fine. But it's getting kind of cold. I know it's like autumn now, but it was definitely a moment during the summer where, oh no, I have to put the shorts away. It's kind of depressing in a way. Like, oh no. I was enjoying the summer so much, but now the summer's dead because the shorts have gone away. It's almost like it's very symbolic in that way, and I am going to try and cope with it. I don't know how I'm going to do about that, but I'm going to, there's other things I have to cope with as well, so it's not entirely based on one thing. On the plus side, his backside has got to be extremely clean by now. It's one of those Japanese toilets. What are they called? Is that a bidet? Bidet sounds French, so I don't think it's a bidet. What is a bidet? It sounds different. I don't even... Make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we get to one of my favorite kind of win conditions in this game. Beware, this area seems quiet, but my senses detect the presence of lots of hidden enemies. It'll be impossible to defeat them all. Let's focus on reaching that safe zone at the end of the battlefield. As long as one of us reaches the safe zone, we win. Only one of us has to do it, which is kind of ridiculous. So this is where the battle tacticam comes in handy. You can see the route we need to take to the end, and it's just there. These tend to be... I don't want to do that. It's, you press X to go to the tacticam. I would expect X would be the button to get away from the tacticam. It's fine. Gotta check my recording. Did I mention... I did mention that I'm using a different setup this Let's Play, and it's now not anywhere in front of me, so I have to have some great trust that my computer is gonna record the video game. Otherwise, a few problems may arise. Let me just go... here. That seems like a good idea. Team jump to go 1 square! Oh yeah. And then maybe kill this guy. Yeah. 25. High damage roll. There is a certain amount of random... there is random chance, but also random possibility that you might get a high enough damage roll that you can kill something. We can't hit anything. It's past the turn away. I don't like being out of range. Makes me feel like a horrible person. Anyway. So the basis of this is that you shouldn't waste too much time killing enemies, because they infinitely respawn or something. There was a level I played later in this game where it felt like they had stopped respawning, but I don't really know. It's a bit confusing as a mechanic, but it's fun because it adds a different dynamic to what you... That got both of them. Wow, got both the bits of cover. I forget if that's supposed to do that, but I'm gonna... Oh, I don't want to go there. Ah, oh, twitchy. It's still 50%. That's better than nothing. Get rid of the cover. Produces coins, and now they're in the open, which is lovely. I wanted to do something like this and go, somewhere else. Share out the cover a bit more. Everyone gets their own block. I don't know, like, how the architecture works, and we just decide that because the vortex has dropped them here, and this guy gets pushed all over the place, as does the other one. I don't know. There's effect. Hang on. I know why that worked, and there's now 5 of them, but the fact that it pushed them into the other one, it didn't affect. It's not an area of effect attack. Is my basic understanding of that. Anyway, they're destroying all my cover. I worked so hard for that, and probably my heroes. It's fine. All I need to do is get to the end, and that is not that... It's a bit harder for later ones because they throw things directly in your way, so you kind of got to kill them quite quickly without attracting the attention of too many other things, and, it's a bit of a problem. I can slowly kill this guy. Do I want to kill that guy? I don't really know. I can. I think XCOM did this. A lot of people equate this to XCOM, because it looks like XCOM, and I've never played any XCOM, so I have no idea. Oh, that was a... Okay, it's fine. That's a mild it's mildly annoying, but people equate it to XCOM because it looks like XCOM. Something you could do in XCOM, I think, because I haven't played it, so I don't really know. You could... if you shot, it ended your turn, is the point. In this game, you can shoot at any point and then move, or move then shoot, or shoot then move, or use a funky ability which you get later, and then shoot. It's lots of flexibility in that regard, which I kind of like. Thinking about how it would be done in XCOM, if that's the case, sounds a bit of kind of annoying thing. Those covers take... That cover takes 3 hits, which is... not that many. I prefer the permanent cover, because they make me feel safe at night or something. I don't know. You can't team jump into a pipe, by the way. Not sure if I mentioned that. So, I have to just go, and then hide, and then get the next turn. They have 1 turn to kill Rabbid Luigi. They're not... excuse me. Not going to manage it. Can't even see them. Don't shoot the pipe. The pipe is how we get home. It's how we survive. It's how we do things. I can't. I like the 100% hit rates. I like the guaranteed damage. It's not really not happening at the moment. It's fine. We do get certain weapons and upgrades later that just are a better representation of guaranteed damage. A better way of getting guaranteed damage, effectively. But that's not quite happening at the moment. Anyway, so I could just, fucking go in here. See you later, guys. Oh no, I've won somehow! Even though one of them... Like, get to the finish, we're trying to go around them, escape them. Only one of them needs to get there. I don't know how that works. It's a bit confusing. Anyway, that's chapter 3 done. And my nose is fine. I think my throat's okay. My nose is having a problem now, and who knows where that will take. So, fine. I'd like a point where I can end the episode off, just because... Oh, here we go. That's a lovely point. Oh, here we go. It's a brilliant point, because I know what happens here. Yeah, it is vital that we stop that rabbit who integrated himself with the supermerge before he creates any more atrocities. How did he integrate himself? It's a bit weird. Like a mirror, right? But he wasn't looking at a mirror. Like a puddle? I'm not sure. I received another message from our mysterious friend. Let me read it to you. Congratulations, Beepo. You have successfully led your party through trials and travails. Travails? Sure. Worthy of Odysseus himself. Finally, someone gives me the credit I'm due. This, of course, is mainly due to Mario and your rabbit friends, whose skill in battle you vastly underestimate. That fucking stray rabbit Luigi over there represent! Fucking yeah! Yes, well, indeed. Though, as with Odysseus, there are rougher waters ahead. Therefore, I feel the time has come to bestow upon you some new tools for your arsenal. Oh yeah, special techniques, apparently. How did you pick them out? Henceforth, in addition to being able to move and fire upon your adversaries, you will each be able to perform one other action during the natural course of combat. They are on recharge, so you can't use them every single turn. To Mario, I have given the gift of Hero Sight. When activated, he will be able to strike at foes within range, even outside the normal succession of events. Kind of cool. Kind of a really good ability, actually. To Rabbid Peach, I give the gift of Shield. When used, it will ward against most weapons damage. It's kind of okay. I think you can do it so it actually goes to other people. That's where it becomes really good. To Rabbid Luigi, I grant the Super Barrier. Thank you. I've always wanted one. It's really good. It protects against enemy super effects and can also reduce damage. Can do. I think that can also go to other characters later on. Again, that's where it becomes really good. As for how to most effectively use your new gifts, I leave that to you to discover for yourselves. More gifts will come in the future, I hope. With anticipation, your biggest fan. It's very kind. Very, very kind. I like it. How do we go from here? Aha! Our incognito ally's ability to give us exactly what we need at exactly the right time is uncanny. That's really hard to say. Remind me not to play them at Go Fish. Indeed. I'm going to end the episode off because I apparently can't talk. This has been Rabbid Luigi. This has been Let's Play Legends of... I played that game for like 6 months. It's going to be hard to fix the muscle memory. This has been Rabbid Luigi. This has been Let's Play Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. In the next episode, we're going to continue onwards and go through some more chapters where it gets gradually harder in an upward spiral. And hopefully, there we go, there's the battle. But it gets a bit more complicated than now introducing pipes, which you can use offensively. That's quite fun. We'll see that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.